Hello everyone, my name is TheUhhoh, and today we're doing some more Civilization 5. Previously, we actually continued Gandhi's conquest of the world, solidifying our control over Tenochtitlan, and expanding our economic trade to encompass a large portion of the world. We're now bringing in 172 gold per turn, which is a lot of moolah. Gotta admit, that's a lot of money. That's some pretty big bucks. Unfortunately, it's proven to not be enough. Somehow, the unholy Egyptian Empire over here has managed to keep control of 90% of the state delegates, and that's just unfucking acceptable. We need to get those city-states under our control, and we also need to get these assholes out of the game. Unfortunately, we're kinda stuck in a sour situation. See, both of the kingdoms on our side of the world, our quote-unquote friends over here, have just gotten their special units. Sweden in particular has just gotten their special units, their 2 special units. And unfortunately, that puts us in a very bad position. If we try to go overseas and attack, we could get flanked. And if we get flanked, well, let's just say it's not within Gandhi's interest to have Delhi flanked. It probably end very badly, especially since these are special units, and I don't know what their abilities are, but I'm imagining they're pretty fucking tough. This is actually a very, very, very big problem. Because we can't leave until these guys are dead. And I don't think it's necessarily a wise idea to attack them while they're still here. These are special units after all. They will do more damage to us, very likely. It is very likely that they will do more damage. So we kind of have to figure out what we're going to do about that. It's going to be tough. I'm not sure if war is the best option, honestly. At least for now. I've been thinking about this for a while, and as it turns out, our economy might actually have some uses besides just attacking city-states. We have to build up a navy to cross the seas anyway, in order to protect our units. So I'm probably going to do that as soon as this circus finishes over here in Mumbai. We're going to get started on a navy. But then we're going to send some troops overseas, some extra troops, not these guys, some troops we build because we can support a lot more than this. We're going to send them overseas. We're going to give a scout of the land. We need to figure out what we're going to take so that we can get a foothold here on the continent for when we launch our true and full invasion. The question is, where do we want to land? I think taking Machu might be the best option. It is definitely a potential option at the very least. But it's a tough one, because we kind of want to keep the city of Machu because it has Machu Picchu. That would also mean declaring war on, I think this is the Siam, or no, are these the Incas? I'm pretty sure this is the Incas, actually, considering it's Machu and Machu Picchu. But yeah, we kind of need to get a landing here, and Machu is actually a capital city. I think it's a capital city. Cusco might be their real capital, but Machu's their current capital, and it does have a world wonder, so this might be where we decide to land, potentially. Before we can even make that decision, of course, we need to actually build up an army, and that'll only happen with time. I don't know if I want to keep my units at Tenochtitlan or if I should move them back to Delhi. So I honestly don't know if these guys are building up their military in response to my own, which they probably actually are. I actually would not be surprised of that whatsoever. So I'm going to actually pull some of my forces back, because they seem to not like the positioning of my military. To be fair, I can get back to Tenochtitlan pretty quickly. So I'm going to move my occupying forces back to the capital, away from Tenochtitlan, away from the Swedish borders, and we'll just do it that way. That way, maybe we'll loosen some tensions on the continent. Plus, another big side of this is, you know, the Swedes are okay. They're not warmongery, particularly. I mean, they do warmonger, but they're not super warmongery. And they provide good trade. We're getting good gold per turn from them for now. So taking them on is not exactly in our interests. Especially since they have their special unit right now. I'd rather bring my army back to my side of the world than have to deal with their special units. Let's go over here. I might as well give a full scout. Do we have access to aluminum? Yes, we do. Sweet. Okay, so we do have access to aluminum. That means we can build battleships, which is going to be useful later on. Actually, what is our technology right now? What are we going for? Radio. Yes, that's going to provide us a massive culture boost. World Congress. We still haven't voted on cultural heritage sites. We know that the Incas over here, sorry, the Siam. I keep mistaking these two fuckers for some reason. We know that they're not going to like us. They're really not going to. And they're probably going to vote it down. Even though they allegedly claim to like it, we all know. They even came to us and said they don't like it. So I'm going to move my army back over here. And we'll see how they feel about this. Plus, this actually gets us into more central territory because these fuckers over here have been moving their military between our territories. And our capital is the most important thing that we own. Period. There is nothing more important than the capital, than Delhi. Oh, there's some... Oh, no, that's just a fucking trading hut, of course. We don't really want to upgrade the crossbowmen just yet. Gonna establish some trade routes. Let's do Aris, because Aris provides a lot of gold per turn. And these guys can actually be upgraded. The Musketeers, the 3 Musketeers, are no longer exactly at their top combat efficiency. In fact, all of these guys can actually be upgraded, and we're going to upgrade them all. Now, if they attack Tenochtitlan, which they might do, this could be a problem. They'll probably swarm in. But then we'll be able to push him from behind. You see, this is just strategy here. We'll be able to push him from behind, their army's butts, ram our fucking rifles right up there, shoot them up there, be done with it. Be great. I should probably bring an archer down to Tenochtitlan, or some kind of defensive unit, at least. At least for now. Fine, I will accept your open borders treaties with your great prophet. I don't have a state religion, so it really doesn't matter too much. Wellington desires a trade route. Well, Wellington, I'll be sure to sort that out if I can. But no promises, you know how it goes. This might relieve some tensions we have with Gustavus Adolphus. He doesn't seem to be angry about the military anymore. Good. Maybe he'll actually relieve off of our borders, which would be fantastic, you bastard. Oh yeah, we have this tiny hole in our territory. As little sense as that makes. We got this tiny hole, this impenetrable jungle of just nothingness that our culture cannot seem to penetrate, no matter how hard it tries. Which is kind of aggravating. I mean, it could be worse, though. It really could be. Now, let's move our forces up. Set up here. We've got a lot of units. Holy crap. We got a pretty big army, actually. I mean, we probably have the units to stomp out the Swedes if we really wanted to. I just don't really feel like it, to be honest with you. It'd be a costly war, and not to mention we'd lose a lot of trade from it as well. So, it's not exactly something I really want to do. Egypt is our primary antagonist right now. We kind of need to find a way to kill them. Speaking of Egypt, here they come with their stupid great prophet. Oh yeah, let us work together. I think this is a good idea, Denmark. Let's work together with declaration of friendship. I'm sure you won't stab me in the back at all. Also, Florence has left our dominion. That is absolutely unacceptable, Florence. You should really know better. Here, have 15 influence, you bastards. Let's see, anyone else I could potentially steal to my side? These guys are allies of Egypt, but I might be able to... No, 119 ain't fucking happening, mate. That ain't fucking happening. Alright. Now it's time for us to potentially set up a naval force. So we're going to need to get some frigates, probably. Just a whole bunch of frigates. A whole bunch of them. That way we can escort our forces across the ocean and begin our ultimate plan of annihilating the Egyptians from the face of the earth. Or from the Nile, or whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck the religion of Egypt refers to the planet. I'm pretty sure they didn't call it the earth. They might have called it something. Something bizarre, I'm sure. Here we go. Let's move our forces forward. Anything else to work on over here? I mean, that's not technically finished, so you can go finish that. The Swedes are still keeping their forces right on our border. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable.